Hello, I was born in 2001 and I'm on a mission to experience games that existed before I did. Super Metroid was recommended to me a lot, so here it is. Released in 1994, it is the definition of a Metroidvania. Literally, like the term Metroidvania has Metroid in it. I think it's actually Metroid and Castlevania mushed together. I struggled at the beginning. I tried my best to understand some of the basic controls, and I definitely wasn't the best with the angle, aiming and shooting thing. I found the run button this time though. After managing to get through the intro level and escaping the explosion, I landed on a planet Zebes. Thebes? And started exploring. There were still a few things I was trying to understand, like how I get past these blocked walls and pink doors. Obviously I gained the ability later, but I didn't know what powers I started with. I then dropped down the longest tube I've ever seen. I actually got worried that it was some sort of loop and that it would just go on forever, but it did end, and I found the famous morphing ball. This allowed me to fit into tiny gaps, which unlocked a fair few pathways. There was a bit of a brain fart as I figured out that I still needed to shoot the block to get through the gap. As I was heading outside, I bumped into my first proper enemies, some creepy dudes crawling on the walls. The enemy variety seems pretty large. There's quite a few reskins with slight tweaks, and I'm guessing there's some more that appeared down the line that I missed. I found my first save spot and squeezed through a little gap that leads to yet again more flying enemies. I hate these guys! The room after this contained the bomb ability, which let me place bombs while rolling around in the morph ball. However, it then trapped me inside this room with what turned out to be a boss battle. I did manage to knock its head off, but it got the final blow and I was suddenly in a bikini? What the f? I respawned at my recent save point and sprinted back to the same room to try again. I felt a little more comfortable this time around and was able to dodge a fair few of his attacks while also making use of my newly acquired bombs. After a pretty intense few minutes, his head popped off again and this time I emerged victorious. This was awesome. It wasn't too difficult and really relied on me using the tools I had in a smart order. I couldn't be bothered fighting the flies again, so I just sprinted past them and I got into a new area, unlocked a missile capacity upgrade and continued exploring. I entered yet another new area with some new enemy types and found this strange golden idol thing. I'm not sure what it is and I'm guessing it's something I would have to come back to after a while. I don't know. I did find my second set of map data though, and my second save point, before finding more fecking flying things. I reckon I could spend a fair bit of time making my way through this map and unlocking all of its secrets, but I also think that I might look into more modern renditions of the Metroid series to see how it's evolved. As for Super Metroid itself, I had a good time. I'm not sure I'll ever complete it. It wasn't bad, but it also didn't grab my attention as much as other retro games have. Like, the Super Mario RPG that I played in the previous video has been on my mind ever since, and I definitely want to revisit it. Obviously, that's due to my personal love for RPGs and turn-based combat, but then again, this is a video series about my personal opinions. It's kind of the whole point.